Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Penn State Nittany Lions return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down for the tackle. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. If you think about Franco Harris, you think about DeJohn Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout.
What the living hell?
It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide. They're absolutely scary.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. from the gun to give, looking for room.
Get his ass down.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle.
Don't live in hell.
Submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction,
we're gonna go to a Diddy party for the damn game or something. Jesus,
this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
And he takes
get the fuck off the blocks.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Figueroa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm the pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it to the right side. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Fakes his man out. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. SEC versus the Big Ten. They competed everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The Nittany Lions get enough for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations.
Come on.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they make the
What
tackle,
now?
but the official is tossed
What
his
the
flag.
fuck, man?
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 1st down here for the offense. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Calmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get there.
The quarterback scrambled around, and the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for space. It's Anger.
Get his
and
ass
he's
down.
Not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Get, what the hell, man?
Gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking the shot. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really
Oh my
quickly.
God.
Put something together here, Plummer.
Yeah, David, bad
Oh, I guess
execution
you
on
never
that last
tackled
drive.
the
So they got to
Daniel
take a
White.
collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air on 1st down.
Oh, shit.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Where in the hell?
Downfield.
How do I have a lineman out there?
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, looking again to throw. It's caught. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's going to fire deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret.
Hey, I got a flag for me. Yay! But babe, I'm trying to get some twisted, bruh. I need another twisted.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Fires.
Oh, no.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds.
Okay.
Big play
that
on
was
that
cool.
one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps. And you got tight ends like this, Paul, where they can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the position now, too, I think, David. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today.
That boy's having a game.
Run down the field vertically.
That boy is having a game.
These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position.
Give to the running back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance, and on 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Handoff from the gun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, it can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the return, it's Figueroa. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
Can't
make those big
out of it.
plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback.
Knew it wasn't going to work.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
I literally have it on conservative.
And it gets you in less predictable
Not hit
situations.
stickers.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs, these extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Going up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Running with power. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Figueroa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's past the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Going downfield for the big play.
It was on a fucking comeback route.
He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not
on a
only
fucking
on
comeback route,
but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go right back to him. Smashes through.
Motherfucker.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense.